friend, you're Bravo royalty. I'm missing you on the West Coast.
Thank
But
you.
listen, like Patti Stanger, like your CW show is coming to an end. The
Yeah,
Matchmaker,
it just came to an end last night.
it came to an end. How, like, why now? Like, you were on Bravo, you were on Weed. Like, why was now the right time to come
It's
back?
not like I wouldn't have gone back to Bravo. It's just that CW gave me an opportunity and they're changing the network. We did really well in the ratings. We'll see if we get picked up again. It's not always about the ratings. The network has its own issues. And it was great. I had to use a third of the budget, get really creative, bring my friends on like Vicki and Jeff and Gigi and people like that. And we would have done more celebrities, but we'd probably do it next season and do like one celebrity and one regular person. And it was about fixing your problems. It wasn't really about getting a date and dating. It was about, why do you keep making the same mistakes over and over again? And why do you attract the same person, especially narcissists?
Yeah, like you got under the hood of the car on this one.
Yeah. I mean, we did like attachment theory, and we talked about narcissism and we talked about love languages, but there was so much more. They let me go free falling in my woo-woo world with manifestation, and my friends are psychics and witches and Patty Negri and Jen Wallens and all these people that came in to help. I had a lot of experts. I even had Vicki come in because she manifested Mike in a day, basically a day. Thank you, Kelly Dodd. You got a job here as a matchmaker in my company anytime. So yeah.
Seriously, Kelly kind of put that all together, right? Or she introduced Vicki.
Yeah, she wrote the list. She was really angry about Steve. She had done Girls Trip and she was upset. She was texting me and calling me. And Jill's Aaron's my other best friend. She said, get her going because Dorinda was going off on her. And I couldn't do it while they were there. So when she got home, she dumped in my lap and started crying. And I said, have you ever made a list? And she made a list to the point of like the cowboy boots, he line danced, he had he lived by the water. It was all these things. And Mike shows up and it was everything on the list. She was a really good manifestor.
So are you saying that we should all make a list?
Yes, we should make a list. Like not too long to the floor. I do 5 non-negotiables and 2 must-haves, 7 things and call it a day, but make sure they're serious things. Like if you want children, they want children. If you like hair and height, put it on the list. But things that you really need to make yourself happy.
And I'm not talking out of school. I was just talking to Luann about this. She said it on my podcast, which is coming up. Like she's manifesting love. Like, does that really work? Like you're saying, like with Vicki, like you just manifest it.
Well, you got I sent you a fragrance, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is my new pheromone, and it's gonna do half the work for you. So when I wear this and I go out, and there's gay, straight, fluid, them, they, they're different scents. It's gonna make you go crazy. The men and the women go crazy. And also we have new candles now, which this is not the correct one. We're going with the spout.
It's on it.
My assistant's not on it today. Where is it?
All
right, anyway.
Whatever.
We have new candles and they have a spout on it. This is just one without a spout. And you can, have sex with your partner and pour the massage oil from the candle all over it. We're doing some other products coming up. We won a lot of awards on our fragrance, but the best part is it's a pheromone. It's going to bring that person to you. You will have to choose wisely, which is what I teach on the show, but you'll have choices. You'll have choices. I warn you now.
So many people that have watched this show, like have said to me, like, because I was on the first incarnation of Millionaire Matchmaker. They're like, God, Patti is like, I mean, I know you're still the same person, but people are saying, this is a kinder, gentler Patti on this series.
It is. Well, first of all, I'm not really like I was back then. I mean, we were out of the box crazy. Me, Jeff, Vicki, all of us, we were the OGs and we had to be angry to get those ratings. I mean, there was a point in it's like season 5 where I didn't feel like being angry anymore. And I got notes going, pep it up. How many FUs are you going to do? Are you going to throw a million out of the office? And I realized the ratings went crazy for that. But, when Teresa flipped the table, it was totally organic. Nobody told her to do that. When Nene pulled off, Kim's wig, organic moments, we all had them. Me throwing the millionaire out. That just came to me in the middle of like, you're an asshole, get out of my office. I didn't really think what I was doing when I did it, actually. Probably if I thought well, today I wouldn't because of cancel culture. We can't be mean. I have to be nicer.
Well, I know you and you are nice. So like there's the big misconception. You are an actual nice person.
I'm not an angry bitch unless you make me. No, I'm not an angry bitch. I'm one of those that's just like, I have a hurry up attitude because I grew up in New York like you. And so we're very, tri-state people are very like, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. So when I'm in California and it's slow and like my assistant's like dibbling, daddling, I'm going to go, hey, what the fuck, But that's just to wake them up. But when it comes to my friends and family and my lovers, no, I'm actually overly nice, too much of a giver, and have met a lot of takers along the way.
Where do you think we are, in today's like dating has changed since, you were on
Yeah.
Bravo, like with all these apps. Like, what do you think of the apps? Like people that are trying to meet
I
someone on
don't
the
think
apps?
there's anything. Look, I met my last boyfriend on the app on Tinder. I don't think the apps, anything's wrong. I would like to see a higher quality of people on the apps because it takes hours to swipe. And my dream is to have my own app, an AI type of matchmaker, which does everything for you. And you could put me out of business. I'm thrilled. If everybody found love, I'll resign today. I don't have a fear of that. It's not about money, and shit like that for me. It's about really people finding true love because life is miserable without love. As we see the wars all over the world, like those people don't. You think Putin has love? Like if he had love, would he invade Ukraine? Come on. Or October 7th. None of the terrorists have love. They're miserable. So without love, we have nothing. We have nothing. That's my job.
What about for people that don't like the apps that want to meet in person? Like,
Well,
where
I
do
mean,
people go?
Well, you're in the Hamptons right now. So if you were a gay man, I'd be like at every soiree that you get invited to, from the art, openings all the way to, polo, wherever you want. If I was a man looking for a woman, I would like throw a rock in the Hamptons at a yoga class, a spiritual class. Follow where those girls go. They're the hot girls. We were at a very famous grocery store in LA called Erewhon, and those people in California will know. And I mean, my assistant's like, I'm not coming back here. I go, why? She goes, the girls are too pretty here. It's too many hot blondes. Like she was in competition and felt inferior. So like men run to Erewhon in California, or Whole Foods for that matter. But I really feel like people are everywhere. It's just men don't approach women like they used to. They don't, women are waiting to be asked out. In the gay community, it's he was the person first. So there's no fear of like going over to someone and saying, hey, look, that guy's really hot. Maybe he's single. I'll find out. I'll walk over. I'll talk to him, see if he's in the right age group and ask him out. But women can't do that. If women get aggressive like that, they immediately think we're going to give them sex. And it's not fair. It's a double-edged sword. It's really unfair. But also, he who initiates is the alpha in the relationship. So he who starts the relationship as the alpha will be the alpha. And at some point they will get mad and go, I don't want to be an alpha anymore. I want to be a beta. That's when it gets confusing. And that's why relationships break up, because people have different roles.
Interesting. So you think if someone approaches like man or women, gay or straight, and